All right, welcome back, everybody, to Berlin. And Sabalenka is playing her first match since the French Open final. She has taken on Masarova, who I think came through the qualies. She did. She beat Kenin in the first round and in straight sets as well. So this is going to be interesting. Also beat Zachary in the qualies. So has beaten a couple of former top 10 players. And now takes on the best player on the planet. Winner of this will take on either Raducanu or Siniakova, who I think are playing tomorrow. So, this is actually the draw is open up for Sabalenka because there's no seeds left. But Raducanu, Jabeur, Vondrousova are all still in the draw. So she doesn't have an easy draw because we know Berlin's stacked and even top 10 players are unseeded here. But yeah, I mean, she is the only seed remaining in the top half. But that might not mean anything. In fact, there's only 3 seeds remaining: Gauff, Badosa, and Sabalenka. But the other players that are in are still Anisimova. You've got Samsonova, Vondrousova, Raducanu, Jabeur, and others. So it's not... this tournament is ridiculous. Anyways, what's going on, chap? How we doing? How are we? And what's going on? What are we up to? Here for Sabalenka, we are here. Sabalenka is on now. Samsonova won an epic match. Yeah, I saw the end of it. It's crazy. Save match points, right? Cam, did you take a nap? No. Why would I take a nap? I just chucked on my headphones and was blasting Blink. Blink 182. And playing some Tony Hawk like it was 2001. All right. Have you had enough pineapple pizza to console yourself? What are you talking about pineapple pizza? This is ridiculous. What do you mean pineapple pizza? There's no pineapple pizza. Are you serious? Why is Berlin so stacked? Has it always been like this? Yeah, it's always been like this. It's just because it's a small draw. But everybody wants to play it, so it's like Stuttgart, right? Stuttgart's a small draw, but all the best players want to play this event because it's the most. Like if you're going to get ready for Wimbledon, you want to play against the best players, and you only got 1 week to do it. You go to Berlin, right? If you can get there, because some players wanted to play Berlin, but they obviously didn't make it, so they went to Nottingham instead, or they play next week, right? So yeah, it's yeah. Like if you want to get a very quick but intense trial by fire, ready for Wimbledon, you play this event. Problem is, if you lose, then that sucks. Pegula versus Samsonova, yeah, that was crazy. Greetings, what's up, Lorna? How you doing? How are you? Pegula is so unlucky. Honestly, hope she wins more of these tight matches. Yeah. Well, last year she won this title by winning a close match. So, she did win this title by doing something crazy. Thanks, Dutchy. Is Demon playing eSport next week? Probably. I think he's the defending champion, isn't he? I'm pretty sure. All right, here we go. There is a bit of a breeze around, so let's see if that makes any difference. And let's see what Sabalenka looks like after losing the French Open final. Her first match back. Let's see if she looks like there's anything lingering, or if she's just straight into the grass with no other thing to worry about. By the way, apparently there's no lights in the stadium or in the ground, so we could have, if they don't finish this match in the next hour or so, it could be too dark to play. So there's no curfew, but there is a light restriction. A light. What do we call it? Like a light bad light situation. So that could be a problem. So we'll see what happens. By the way, Chad, if you want to listen to new Blink-182, listen to No Fun and Dark Side. Thank me later. Chad, those songs want to make you punch holes through walls in a good way, and throw chairs out windows in a good way, and drive really fast in a good way, legally. All right, driving the speed limit. That's what I meant to say. All right, here we go. Here we go, chat. These two do hit the ball hard, so this could be a quick match if it doesn't go 3. Could Bublik beat Sinner tomorrow? Maybe. Sabalenka serving first. Who you got, Chad? With Sabalenka in straights. But I think it might be close. Masarova, I don't think should be underestimated. She hits a 4-8 inside winner, Masarova. Masarova, by the way, I believe was #1 junior back in the day. Used to play for Spain, now plays for Switzerland. I'm pretty sure Masarova was a really good junior player. 25 years old, currently 186 centimeters tall, so she is taller than Sabalenka. Hasn't quite transferred her skills onto the main, but was a Grand Slam junior champion at the French Open, beating Anisimova in 2016, and 2017 lost in the final to Kostyuk in Australia. So there you go. There's your proof that I'm not stupid, or at least that I remember things, that I have a memory that I remembered things. I'm pretty sure she was #1 junior as well. I'm going to double check that so I don't get fact checked and I'm pretty sure she was #1 junior. She was #2. God damn it, chat. Can we round it up? She was #2 junior. #2 junior. She was 2 in the world at her best in the juniors, not #1. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. Don't fire me. Anyways, Sabalenka in that 30-all. Is it too late for Rune to get his match done today? Rune's not playing here. It's only Berlin that has the problems with the lights. I don't know if Queen's Club have a problem. Queen's Club should be fine. Remember, Queen's Club is an hour behind, so they've got an hour extra. Plus, they've also, I think the daylight's a little less problematic in London. I think they have like a little bit later summer, or sorry, later sunset. But they're an hour behind, so this is like, we might have an hour here, but they've got 2 hours there, right? 40-30. Sabalenka first game. As we just said about why the backhand of Masarova. Volley from Sabalenka is good. And it's 1-love. She's from the same city as Federer. Hey, how about that? All right, 1-love. All right, 1-0. Hope Sabalenka wins it all. I just want to see Gauff Sabalenka final. Sabalenka's like, linesman, can you back up? The dude is there. Sabalenka's laughing. She's telling the linesman, she's like, can you please move back? You're a little close. And he's like, he's just giggling. They're all laughing. Sabalenka. Hey, linesman, just back up a bit. I might be returning from. She hits a big serve, you know. Sun's at 9 o'clock in London. Yeah, they should be fine. I used to love Sabalenka, but her comments on Coco pushed me away from her. Well, then you didn't really love her, did you? As with a serve in the net from Masarova. Second serve. Second serve. As the backhand return goes in, the backhand of Masarova. Masarova in the net. And it's love 15. Does Masarova have any chance? I mean, look, she shouldn't beat. She shouldn't win this match. But Masarova does have a big serve, and we are playing on grass. And she has beaten 2 players along the way, Saka and Kenin, they're not nobody, right? So I didn't like Sabalenka's comments either, but at least she apologized. Yeah. Yeah, nothing's changed. Like, nothing's changed for me for Sabalenka. Like, I still feel the exact same way as I did before the final. Anyways, good serving Masarova, 30-15. Like, Sabalenka said something that she regretted, and after some thinking, she said sorry. I think that's fine. Chat, do we have a problem with that? 30-15. I mean, look, if you're a Coco Gauff fan, you probably took it more personal. That's fine, right? That's okay. You don't have to like her if, you know, your favorite player is Gauff, but I don't feel like the tennis community need to, like, exile her for saying something that she apologized for and said something that she regrets, you know? And I think Coco handled it really well. Even though they were trying, like, apparently on TV, they were trying to bait her into, like, making it a drama, but she was, like, not having it. So it showed the class of Coco, I think, you know, out of anything. 30-0. Didn't like the comments, didn't really care much after that. Happy for Coco, but still will continue to support Sabalenka. There you go. All right, 30-40, Sabalenka to take the break to start this match. Yeah, Coco handled it great. And Sabalenka apologized. Be really fun to watch them play again. I don't think there'll be any beef, but be fun to see them play again. Anyways, backhand goes wide by Masarova. There's the break. 2-love. I've forgiven Sabalenka for her comments. It's not normal for her to talk like that. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad she apologized. Yeah. I think Sabalenka was really mad about losing. I don't think she really meant those comments. I agree. I don't think she meant them either. I don't think she meant them the way that she said them. To dismiss, you know, to make Coco, dismiss Coco's achievement. I think she was pissed at herself and it just came out wrong. And then, you know, she realized that and she apologized. And I think that's good enough for me. But I can understand if people that are Coco fans are still going to be like, no, we don't like it. That's okay. Coco's more mature than her years. Oh, yeah. Coco's great. Great parenting. Oh, yeah. Coco Gauff is... I mean, she gets... It's so funny when people bring up, like, remember that one time that she complained to the umpire? And you go, yeah. But how often does she ever do that? And she did it legitimately because the umpire made a mistake and wouldn't back down. And Coco felt hard done by in the Olympic situation, which is a very high-pressured situation. You know? As Masarova hits it out and it's 15-0. But other than, like, she cried when she was 16 and she lost to Osaka. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can count the amount of things that Coco has done that people can pick on, and they're not even that bad. She's great. Like, Coco Gauff is, and like, you wonder why people talk about her so much on Tennis Channel and stuff. It's because she is a shining example of what a young tennis player should be, and a role model. I mean, ridiculous. Anyways, great lob by Sabalenka, and it's 30-15. As we get a fault, second serve. Coco handled it with grace. AI made it look like Coco was trashing Sabalenka, which fueled things. AI? Why did AI... AI got involved? What happened with AI? Anyways, 30-0. I think do you mean AI, the media, or AI? Or both? 30-0. Sabalenka in a little trouble here. 30-0. How has chat responded to Sabalenka's stream? This stream. I think everyone is fine with Sabalenka. I don't think anyone has a problem. I mean, like, people have their opinions on Sabalenka, but I don't think. Well, I don't have anything wrong with Sabalenka. That was a great return, by the way, from Masarova. 30-40. Coco is incredibly likable. Exactly. Cam not taking any bait. Oh, yeah. Oh, AI was mimicking Coco's voice? Chat, that shit's got to be illegal. Anyways, backhand goes into the backhand of Sabalenka. Down the line of the forehand of Masarova. Slice from Sabalenka. Into the back of Masarova. Puts in the net and it's deuce. Like, people doing that shit's got to be illegal, right? That's crazy. All right, deuce. We often forget players are human too, and they come very young into the international arena. Some come with better backgrounds, and some struggle a lot. Yeah. And Sabalenka serves an ace down the tee, and it's advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka to take a 3-love lead here. Thanks for staying up late. No worries. Sabalenka serves a let. Advantage Sabalenka. Serve to the front of Masarova. Volley Sabalenka. As Masarova hits a backhand passing shot winner, we get back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. Sabalenka serves again. Sabalenka serves. Into the corner, Masarova. Corner for Sabalenka is wide, and Masarova gets a breakback point. Advantage Masarova to take back the break. Sabalenka serves. A fault. Second serve. Serve to the back of Masarova in the nets. And we're back to deuce. All right, deuce. Serve out wide as a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Masarova. Sabalenka forehand. Into the forehand of Masarova. Sabalenka hit it out. Advantage Masarova. Is that mixed doubles team for the US Open real? All top players going to play mixed too? Advantage Masarova. As the backhand goes out by Masarova, and we're back to deuce. Back to deuce. The answer is yes. Back to deuce. Serve again. Sabalenka trying to go to 3-love. She serves the backhand of Masarova. Backhand for Sabalenka is a very nice shot. Slice from Masarova goes out. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. Sabalenka holds 3-love. 3-love. There's very few people here for the world number one. I'll be honest, though, there's about as many people as there was for Draper. So I am not unhappy with how many people there are here. And this match just started, so. Don't send Cam another US Open rant again. What? We're not talking about US Open. We're talking about Sabalenka. I love Draper. My girlfriend has a crush on him. Oh, well. I'm sure you had a good run. All right. Sorry, that's mean. Look, he's a celebrity and they're probably never going to meet. So just don't take her to the tennis. Don't take her to this tennis, maybe. Just keep her, just, I don't know. Good luck with you and everything. All right, Sabalenka 3-love. Love. Serve again. As a forehand down the line from Masarova goes out. 15. I love 15. Love 15. As Masarova wins a point with a good serve. 15-0. All. As Masarova hits it in the net eventually, and it's 15-30. 15-30. Serve again from Masarova is a fault. Second serve. There's a return. Goes in the back of Masarova. 4 now from Sabalenka goes wide, and it's 30 all. What's up, Belinda? How you doing? 30 all. Masarova serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Sabalenka. Return the net. 40-30. 40-30. As the return goes out by Sabalenka, Masarova holds 3-1. How am I? I'm great. I'm in a good mood. All right. All right. Sabalenka has the break 3-1. Sabalenka versus Raducanu will be fire. Could be on Friday. It could happen on Friday. Serve to the backhand of Masarova. Return the nets. 15 love. I'm surprised Cam's in a good mood after the Draper match. Okay. 15 love. Has got a fault from Sabalenka. Second serve. Second serve to the back of Masarova, who hits it wide. 30 love. Do any other sports? Do I like any other sports? Yeah, of course. Oh, shit. Essendon play tomorrow. Oh, no. Will we be live for that? I hope not. Oh, Masarova went down. Sabalenka hit a winning volley, though. 40 love. She's all right. She got back up. 40 love. Oh, we're playing. The Rockies are playing today. Yay. Let's sweep those Nationals. Chat, we're on a 3-match win streak again, chat. Rockies are on fire. Do I like NBA? Yeah, I mean, I watch NBA sometimes. I don't really care about the finals this year, though. 40 love. That's what it said about why the back of Masarova in the net on the return, and it's 4-1 Sabalenka. 4-1. Mickelson is 12-1 versus one-handed backhand since July 23. Holy shit. Do not sweep the Nationals. Well, you can get stuffed because we're sweeping you, and you gotta we'll get the brooms out, and you can just relax, all right? I'm sorry, we've already won the series. We're gonna beat you in your backyard with a broom. So you just gotta relax and give us our 4th win in a row, all right? Give us our 17th win of the season. Just be kind and let it go, you know. You should have come to play the first 2 matches. You didn't, so now it's going to be a sweep. Too bad, too sad. Talking shit. I don't even know who plays for the Rockies, but they're playing Colorado, and we've won 3 matches already this year in a row. We're going to do it again. I feel like we're on a roll. I feel like besides playing that team in the middle of the teams that we played, I don't even remember now because it was so long ago. I feel like we've won at least like 6 of our last 10, 7 of our last 10 maybe, which is 70%. Quick maths. So we're on fire. The Rockies, you know, they're lifted. So we're on a 3-match win streak, dating back to beating. I think we beat the Braves, right? We beat the Braves and then twice the Nationals. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we beat the Braves 10-1. They're lucky they won the first 2. And then we lost 2 to the Braves in a row, so that we don't. Who cares? And then before that, I think we swept. Oh, we lost to the. Oh no, we beat the Giants 8-7. So what's that? 4 of 6, 4 of 7, 4 of 8. Oh, we lost to the Giants so close, and then we beat the Marlins 3-0, right? So we're 7 of our last 12, maybe. I think, which is damn good considering like when we started talking about the team, we were like on like 8 wins, and that was like a month ago. Now we're double that, and we're making the playoffs. It was just a late run. Anyways, 30 love. I love when Cam calls baseball games matches or whatever. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm learning, Dutchy.
Hi, Cam.
Hi.
The Bombers match is on at 4, and so I'm ZZZ.
Yuck. Well, when we go live tomorrow, it'll be over. So, I love when the Nationals won the World Series. This town was on fire. Well, I'm glad you have those memories to hold on to because you're not going to beat us today. Anyways, volley from Masarova is a winner, and it's 4-2. Sabalenka with the break. All right. 4-2. They're 4-6 of their last 10. All right, Alan. Nobody asked you. Gotta come in here with your math. Why don't you add all the Marlins wins and then we're like 7 of 12, all right? So, or whatever. Okay, 4 of 6. Jeez, mate. I did the math, all right? You didn't need to butt in. 4-2. We're 7 out of 13 or something, all right? So just... And we're going to win today. 4 in a row. All right, love 15. Sabalenka hit it out. 4 of 6 is pretty good. But 7 of 13 is better. So, get that right. Give us the numbers properly, all right? Just stop. All right, love 15. As we just served down the tee, the forehand of Masarova turn goes out 15-0. And we're going to win today anyway. So, we've won 4 in a row. So that's all that matters. After today. All right, 15-0. No, I'm just joking with you, Alan. It's fine. Anyways, that goes out by Masarova, 30-15. A game to Cam would be like 1 inning. Don't patronize me. I'm learning. 30-15. You baseball snobs coming in here telling me that I don't know what we're talking about. I'm trying to understand the lingo, all right? I'm learning. I don't make fun of you when you come in here and ask me questions about tennis. How many serves do they get? I don't look at you and go, "Pah, you idiot." I say 2 serves. And welcome to the sport. We're happy to have you. I don't make fun of you. Wouldn't be many people here if I did. 30-0. Does Cam have a favorite player yet? Not yet. I'm just still deciding. Still deciding who my favorite player is. I haven't watched a game yet. I haven't had time. But I'll be watching so many games, especially when we make the playoffs. As that goes in the net from Masarova. No. Sabalenka double faulted. 30-40. 30-40. Chance for a breakback. Playoffs on the last day. Are we going to make the playoffs? 30-40. As the return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Masarova forehand on the stretch. Sabalenka. Again, the forehand of Masarova sliced. As Sabalenka hits a drop shot. Masarova's going to get there with a slice forehand coming to the net. Sabalenka gets a passing shot winner though, and it's deuce. Cam is still considered an ultra Rockies fan. I'm the number one Rockies fan in Australia. Like, no one can take that from me. There's no way that anybody in Australia is more of a Rockies fan unless they lived in Colorado, like they were from Colorado and they came here. I am the biggest Australian Rockies fan, like Australian born. Because like Americans might have moved to Australia from Colorado, and I understand that they're probably bigger fans than me, and I that's fine. But in terms of an Australian fan, I am the biggest Australian fan. I'm going to say biggest Australian fan in the world. Rockies fan ever. Australian fan. Not just the one who lives here. I mean, in the whole world. Where's it? Name an Australian Rockies fan. Exactly. You can't do it unless they move to Colorado, and then I understand. But that doesn't count. But I'm saying, like, name an Australian. Deuce. LeBron, excuse me? You the only fan? Excuse me? We don't have OnlyFans. That's not a thing here. All right. Served on the tee is a let. It's a let. Sabalenka serves again. Into the backhand is a double fault. Oh no. Sabalenka down break point again. Advantage Masarova. Do they have any Aussie baseball teams? I think so. There's baseball in Australia. Pretty sure. All right, advantage Masarova. Sabalenka serves. Nice. Down the tee. And back to deuce. Australia has played in the World Baseball Classic many times. Oh yeah, Australia and we can do baseball. We play baseball. We can do that. We do that. We baseball. You know, it's 4 down the line from Sabalenka to the backhand of Masarova. Volley, Sabalenka goes wide. Advantage Masarova to get back one of the breaks. Sabalenka serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Masarova. Back into Sabalenka down the line. Masarova gets it back. Sabalenka backhand again. Masarova slices it again, but it goes out. Nice hitting from Sabalenka. Back to deuce. One of the breaks. Oh, sorry. It's the only break. I'm sorry. It's 4 a.m. I misspoke. Deuce. Sabalenka serves an ace. Advantage Sabalenka to keep the break. I'm from Britain. We barely know what baseball is. Because you play cricket, isn't it? Nailed it. Advantage Sabalenka. I lived in the UK, Chad. I know how to speak English. As we serve it to the slice of Masarova. Drop shot in the net from Sabalenka. Back to deuce. I know how to speak English. British. All right. Back to deuce. Sabalenka just... We're not going to finish this match tonight. That was the chair. Sabalenka, good serve. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. You got a 5-2 first set. As we're forehand from Sabalenka into the forehand of Masarova. Sabalenka forehand on the stretch. Masarova backhand cross. Sabalenka gets there with the pass. Masarova volley. Sabalenka forehand. There's a winner! What a shot! Sabalenka just looks at the coach and says, I'm Carlos Alcaraz. Why are the people sitting down? That was the greatest shot in the world. What the hell are you doing? They're all just like, wow. Stand up, please. This is the world number 1, goddammit. She just hit one of the best shots of the tournament. 5-2. Sabalenka, I've got to be honest, chat. Sabalenka has probably hit some of the best shots of 2025. And that was one of them. She's been doing that a lot lately. Like, she'll get to it, and then she'll just do, like, an Alcaraz thing, and you're like, hang on. Like, Sabalenka's got tricks. Great shot. Great shot. That's the world number 1 right there. That's the best player on the planet. That's the best player on the planet right there, all right? Number 1. Hey, Jermaine, thank you for the membership. Welcome back. Please, Cam, you exaggerated a lot. Oh, boo-hoo. I hate fun. All right. Sabalenka 5-2. No worries, Jermaine. Welcome back. All right, Masarova's going to serve to stay in the set. All right, here we go. "33 minutes played. Masarova serving to stay in the set." Cam, do you know Travis Bazana? He was drafted to Cleveland. Should play in the majors. He's Australian. I do have no idea. Does he play for the Rockies though? Why doesn't he play for the Rockies? Evans lost. Draper Nakashima on Friday. Okay, that's good for Draper. Love 15. Love 15. So with the backhand, Sabalenka hits a return winner. Best player on the planet, number one. Number one in the world. Could have won 3 slams in a row. Could have easily won 3 slams in a row. She made 3 finals in a row. She won the US Open. She's going to probably be the favorite at Wimbledon. Best player on the planet. Did I say it? Did I tell you? Did I mention Sabalenka is number one? Love 30. As Masarova serves again. As backhand return goes from Sabalenka to the backhand of Masarova. Sabalenka's starting to hit the ball way harder now. As that goes out by Masarova, love 40. Sabalenka, after that trick shot little flick, she now is like just powering the ball. It's almost like that was the shot that reminded her who she was. Because maybe after the US Open, after the French Open final, she was kind of like, what the hell, you know, all this shit going on. But then she hit that shot and she's like, oh yeah, I'm Sabalenka, the world number one. And now she's like just murdering the ball. It's crazy. She didn't win the Australian Open. I said she made the final. All right, 15-40. That was an ace by Masarova. She won the US Open. She made the final of 3 Grand Slams in a row. Chad, I can count. 3 Grand Slam finals in a row. 1, 2, 3. US, Australian, French. She's going to win Wimbledon. Because I said so. And I picked Coco Gauff to win the French. So I know what I'm talking about. Backhand goes into the backhand of Sabalenka. Down the line to the front of Masarova. Sabalenka set point. Slice. In the net, though, 30-40. She won the US Open. And she won the final of the Australian Open. It's 4 in the morning. 30-40. She's playing Masarova, for God's sake, not Coco. Okay, so why are you here? 30-40. Sabalenka returns into the forehand of Masarova. It's a smash. Masarova puts it away. Deuce. I'm sorry. When were we not allowed to hype up the world number one? Is there some problem with that now? We're not allowed to hype up the best player on the planet and say, how good's this player? Who's the number one in the world in the WTA? Wow, look at the quality of tennis she's playing. She's really, really good. What a great trick shot. She hits the ball harder than some of the guys. I'm not allowed to say that, apparently. I'm sorry. What do you want me to just make the world number one look bad and talk bad about the world number one? I'm sorry. Is that what are we doing? She won the US Open against Pegula, not Coco. Okay, Alice, well then come back tomorrow and watch Gauff, because we will be watching her tomorrow. Advantage Sabalenka. As Masarova serves, and ace out wide, Masarova serve. I'll tell you what. Saved her in this game so far. Deuce. I think Sabalenka apologized not once but twice. Even Coco gave her the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. All right, second serve, Masarova. Out wide to the forehand of Sabalenka, but it's a double fault, and it's advantage Sabalenka. All right, set point. First serve was a fault by Masarova. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Sabalenka. Good return. The forehand Masarova hits it wide. Sabalenka first set. 6-2. You were doing a lot, though. We all know she's number one. Are you on her PR team? She doesn't need you to protect her. She will be fine. I'm sorry. Are you busy? Are you bored? What? Hello? I totally forgot that I'm not supposed to be excited over players hitting winners. I forgot that I'm supposed to be like quiet and really just relaxed and just like we're in a yoga studio and we're doing ASMR. Have you never been here? Some of you have never been here, obviously. Anyway, Sabalenka hit 10 winners and 16 errors, 8 winners and 12 errors from Masarova. I don't think they're going to play. They're going to finish this because I think the courts are. Yeah, people are leaving. I think it's going to be too dark to play the next set. So I don't think they're going to play anymore. I think it might be over. They'll come back tomorrow and finish it off. Hey, Hadar, thank you for the 37 months. Yeah, because the courts also get slippery when it gets dark as well. So I don't think the players want to play on the in the dark and also on the courts that are slippery. I'm sorry, but I need will just say this one time and get it out of my system. As a Raducanu fan, I don't think I can sleep until the mixed doubles with Alcaraz. Okay, we're not talking about that, but okay, I respect that. Man of the Hour's coming on soon. Okay, Runa. Okay, you could have just said Runa. They're not playing the second set. They might, but the courts are getting slippery because it's dark, and they don't have any lights. So even if it was, like Wimbledon have a curfew, but also the courts aren't safe when they're in shade. So the courts are slippery when it's. I mean, chat, when it's dark, when the sun goes down and you go to you go touch grass, it gets wet, right? And they can't play on wet grass. And I don't think Masarova wants to play. Sabalenka's like, we can keep going. They'll have to come back tomorrow, though. I don't think they'll finish this match, even if they do play a couple more games. And obviously, they don't want to risk getting hurt. So, the US Open crowd is waiting for Sabalenka at the US Open. I don't. Well, I'd be shocked if Sabalenka got booed at the US Open unless she played Gauff. But even then, Gauff hasn't played into it, so I don't know I don't think the US Open crowd are going to be like, yeah, she's the bad one. Like, I don't think people are going to remember that because Coco hasn't played it up and played into it. If Coco was talking about it more and then it became more of a us versus them, whatever, then I think people would. But I don't think people can give a shit when we get to the US Open, to be honest. Maybe if they advertise it as like, oh, this is the lady that said the thing about the Gauff. But I think by then everyone's going to be over it. Also, she's the defending champion. The US Open would be crazy to throw her under the bus. You know what I mean? Hey, this is the defending champion that talks shit. Like, there's no way they would play both sides with that, right? They would promote her as the defending champion in the world number one if she's still number one then. There's no way they would be like, oh, by the way, this is the lady that shit-talked Coco Gauff. Oh, yeah, she won this title last year, but who cares? Like, they're never going to do that. Not to their champion. The tournament would never do that to Sabalenka. It's wild to think that. All right, I think they're stopping the match. Sabalenka was happy to play. She's like, we could keep going here, but they've stopped. Sabalenka's not happy. She's giving the thumbs up, like the Medvedev thumbs up. The good one. All right, courts are too slippery and they're stopping. They come back tomorrow though. Gauff is taking the high road as she should. Good for her. Oh, Gauff's been great in this whole thing. Like, if anything, that's what we should take out of it. That's what we should take out of it. How classy Coco has been, you know. Sabalenka might win Wimbledon. I agree. Americans are tribal, though. I mean, that's generalizing. We got some of the best shots of the tournament. Yeah, one person is talking about something that's not related to tennis or anything, and nobody's replying. So just don't reply, because that person is lost. Wimbledon play at 9 to 11, and it's not slippery when the lights are on. Yeah, but they've shut the roof, so that changes the conditions. By the way, not necessarily true. Even when the roof does get shut, it still does have a slippery court. Like, we've seen so many players slip and slide all over the grass at night. When it gets dark and the temperatures drop, the grass gets wet. It's dangerous, especially on an open air stadium. Like, this is not even a stadium. It's just an open air venue. So, again, not worth it. Remember, Sabalenka got injured last year before Wimbledon, shoulder injury, but still, you don't want anyone doing knees or ripping out hips and we don't want any injuries, right? So it's better to be safe. They'll come back tomorrow. They'll play the rest of it, and we'll be good to go. Now, this is the only match we're watching today. We'll come back tomorrow, though. We'll watch the rest of this tomorrow, and we'll watch Gauff and Sinner and Alcaraz. Big day tomorrow. Sinner was classy too. Who can feel so heartbroken? Trophy you've lost me. I can't read. Alexandra Eala is lethal on grass as well. She's just not consistent. Yeah. Well, she's dangerous though, so I mean, shouldn't be overlooked. Yeah, it's part of the reason why they don't play at night. Except for the curfew at Wimbledon, but again, but they shut the roof and they have it inside, so it can kind of, I guess, not make the court slippery. But that's why they don't they don't have lights on the outside courts, because they don't want to promote playing at night. Because if the courts get slippery, then it's going to ruin the courts, but also it's going to possibly cause injury. So they stopped the match because the grass was slippery. Yeah, because the sun went down and the temperatures dropped, and the courts were getting slippery, and they didn't want to risk it. Sabalenka was happy to play on though. She was like, "Let's keep going," but the tournament director or whoever was out there was saying, "Nah, it's not safe." And Masarova was kind of like, "I don't know if I want to keep going. Like, I don't know if I want to risk it." Dumb question, but why can't they have better shoes for grass? So the shoes they have for grass are special shoes. Like, they do have like the best they can do with, because you got to remember the shoes are designed to keep the players from slipping, but they can't put cleats on the shoes because then it will ruin the grass. So you've got to see the balance, right? So they have to preserve the grass for as long as the tournaments go, for Wimbledon, right? 2 weeks. So they can't be having players that have like studs in the shoes to like grip, because then it'll rip the grass out. But they also can't have players slipping over and hurting themselves. So they need to sort of find the balance, and it's not always perfect, right? Sometimes you see, like we saw Fonseca slipping all over the place yesterday. But remember, Hella, if you look at their stadium, the shadows on the court, it's usually where the shadows are that are the slippery parts, because it doesn't get the sun, which means it stays wet, and wet grass is slippery. So it's kind of that balance of shoes that keep the players on their feet, but also don't ruin the grass. Because if the grass gets ruined, then it's going to cause even more issues for injuries, right? So it's a weird kind of balance. And you'll see players slipping all over the place, especially when it's, overcast or dark, or, there's moisture in the air and the courts are getting wet. On the dry days, you might see them slip because the grass is dry and, and slippery like dirt, right? Like dry dirt. It's just a weird balance, Like looking at Queen's Club, people are going to slip over this week because it's been used for 2 weeks and it's starting to get real roasted by the British sun, which just sounds really funny to say because what sun? But 31 degrees tomorrow, the courts are probably going to be really dry and dusty, in Queen's Club. So there's going to be potentially slipping over there for that reason, right? But for today, this court is just wet because it's cold. In over 100 years, they can't figure out the grass situation. Well, they have, but it's as good as they can get it. I mean, like, what's your solution? I mean, you're bringing up problems. What's your solution? They don't. That's the best solution they can have, or they just don't play on grass. Like, what can they do? Can't believe Djokovic has been sliding on grass for over a decade. Yeah, apparently they frown upon people sliding on grass. So you're not supposed to slide on grass. That's not a thing that they don't like. Apparently, I've heard that they don't like people sliding on the grass. We see people do it all the time, but they don't encourage players using the grass as a clay court, for example. They don't want people sliding around because it ruin the courts. So it's a weird, like, yeah, players do it, but they don't want people to do it every game, like a clay court, because it'll just rip the court apart. Are we going to watch Rebeka tomorrow? Probably not. Yeah, play suspended. Temp regulate the courts like other sports? Yeah, I mean, they could maybe do that. I don't know. Wimbledon organizer actually commented on a video. They don't want people sliding on grass. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Yeah. Queen's Cup schedule still not out. Yeah, we'll watch Alcaraz tomorrow. Do you think Runa will beat McDonald? Yes. Happy for On. She is coming back to find a game. Yeah, she had a good, played really well today. Yep, Draper won. Just. He was 2 points away from defeat, but he won anyway. Chat about it. I'm tired. I thought we'd get a whole match, but unfortunately, no can do. But we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll watch Sabalenka tomorrow as well. We've also got Gauff tomorrow. We've got Sinner and Alcaraz as well. So big day, watching the best players on the planet, the four best players on the planet. Two on the men, the 1 and 2 for the men and women tomorrow. So it's going to be a big day. But Sabalenka up 6-2 first set. And she will be back tomorrow to finish her match after the court's just not safe to play on to finish the match today. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out.